Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is set to commission India's second nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, the SSBN INS Arighat or S3, in the presence of top naval officials at a quiet event in Visakhapatnam. INS Arighat is an upgraded version of INS Arihant, India's first SSBN. The development marks a significant advancement in India's naval capabilities, particularly concerning its strategic nuclear deterrence. The submarine has been under construction and testing its launch in 2017 and at the Shipbuilding Centre, the SBC, in the Visakhapatnam. Given India's location at the center of the Indo-Pacific, the two SSBNs can offer huge strategic leverage and act as a deterrent to any navy trying to flex its muscle in the region. Both the INS Arihant class submarines are powered with an indigenous nuclear reactor and indigenous nuclear missile. Since INS Arihant was a technology demonstrator, INS Arighat has plugged all technological all gaps, and in that context is a more advanced version like its predecessor. In features 4 launch tubes in its hump, INS Arighat, like INS Arihant, can carry up to 4 nuclear-capable K4 submarine launched ballistic missiles with a range exceeding 3,500 kilometers. There you listen to all the capabilities that the INS Arighat can excite. Now joining me on the broadcast is former Commodore Ranjit Roy and another guest, CMD Shrikant Kesnoor, the retired naval historian and author. On the broadcast, I appreciate both of my guests joining on the broadcast on the development where Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is going to commission more power and strengthen the India's defence sector. We welcome you both on the broadcast. Now, starting off with my first guest on how crucial, this development is, and especially after INS Arihant, how crucially, this is going to add more prowess to India's defence sector as we talk about the Arighat, and in this regard, how important it is to look at this as a big boost to the India's defence sector. Mr. Roy.
Very clearly, this is a big boost to our strategic deterrence. You must understand there are 3 types of major submarines. The conventional submarine, since World War II, have got conventional diesel propulsion, and they take a major part in war. In peace, they do practice of anti-submarine, and they can do intelligence work. It is a very big weapon, the submarine, but it is meant for war mainly. Then we come to the other type of submarines, which are now becoming AIP, independent propulsion through the air. Then we come to nuclear submarines, and this is what we are talking about today. Our Defence Minister, Rajnath Singh, is going to commission it today, according to the media. The name is Arighat, which has a very big meaning for defence of the country. But it is a strategic submarine for deterrence, because the SSBN, that is what it is, has a long-range missile, and it can be used for deterrence in the nuclear posture. So we must understand that it's basically a national product. It's not only a Navy product, it's a national product. But SS-10 nuclear submarines, like the Chakra we got, they are the Navy's product for war. So having said that, all I can say is it's a great day, and you have quite rightly put it. It is a PPP, a public partnership with Larsen and Toubro, which have taken a shed which you described in Visakhapatnam, and in that shed, the submarine is built jointly by the ATV, the technology vessel, which is called Lakshap now, and it is a model of a PPP, where the civilian company is collaborating, because Larsen & Toubro has a lot of experience in the civil nuclear field, and therefore they have collaborated with the Navy, and now we will have 2 SSBNs for deterrence. There's talk of 2 SSNs. So it's a great day for India. The Chief of Naval Staff is going to be there, and the Strategic Force Commander, Admiral Suraj Berry, who commanded the Vikramaditya, a very good job he did. and an experienced officer, Admiral Tripathi, who's been fleet operations officer, a flag commander, commander of Western Command, and now the chief of naval staff with the defense minister, a red letter day for the commissioning of the second SSBN deterrence submarine of the India, which actually is operated by the Indian Navy.
All right, very rightly said, Mr. Roy. And of course, I'd also like to get a quick word from my other guest, CMD Shrikant Kesnur. We appreciate you joining us on the broadcast, sir. Also in this regard, how Mr. Roy has also put this out, India's position at the Indo-Pacific and having two SSBNs is only going to exhibit that it is going to act as a deterrent for any navy, that flexes its muscle. What are your first thoughts on this maritime development that India has now progressed to, and right now also given a huge boost to the defense sector?
Yes, first of all, heartiest congratulations to all those involved. As my fellow panelists said, this is a big day. And as you have brought out, this is very, very vital for strategic deterrence, particularly given the complex issues that are now obtaining in the Indo-Pacific. As we are aware, in case other countries flex muscles, you need deterrence, and nuclear deterrence is ultimately at the apex of a country's deterrence capabilities. So having a ballistic nuclear powered submarine is a huge addition to our inventory, and that it contributes to strategic deterrence is no doubt at all. But we need numbers. So now, thus far we had only one. Now having an additional one enhances your flexibility. It enhances a maneuverability, an operational maneuver that countries can get. Of course, we would still need more. But this is a very good beginning, and given what is happening in Indo-Pacific, where lots of countries are resorting, big countries are resorting to bullying or coercion of sort, I think having a strategic deterrent in the form of a SSBN is very good. It is ideal, and it promises a lot of security for us in the years to come. So I'd like to congratulate all concerned today on this development.
Also, what is, Mr. Kesur, what is, I beg your pardon, Mr. Kesnur, what is exactly, in your opinion, India's stand as, once this SSBN is commissioned, India is also set to launch the next class of submarines that are much larger. So, indeed, while we also congratulate the nation and the people of the nation on this big development and this big growth, it is important to understand that at this given point of time, India continues to empower firstly the defense sector, and also when we talk about the continuous development that has been under the study of research and also under the heavy scrutiny of enhancing the maritime areas and affairs as far as security is concerned, because India is now planning to launch another set of submarines in the class of submarines that are much larger than the SSBNs which have been commissioned.
Yes, as you brought out, India needs more submarines, and it needs more submarines in all the categories. The conventional diesel-powered one, the nuclear attack submarine, and the nuclear ballistic submarines. The nuclear ballistic submarines are bigger in size, and as you need to expand the capacity to hold missiles and other equipment, they will become bigger. So we need more in each category. There is no gainsaying that. As you also pointed out correctly, this is a fillip to indigenous industry, because it is with aim of Atmanirbharta, doing it as much as possible within India and through our resources, both public and private. It is a great day for indigenous development too. Thirdly, it brings greater aspects of the maritime domain under surveillance, particularly the underwater domain. So that India is giving greater importance to matters maritime is also manifest invested in this development. So all three, greater strategic deterrence, more submarine building, greater fillip to indigenization, and greater understanding of the maritime domain would be achieved through commissioning this. And we certainly need more, as you brought out, and I hope that they happen sooner rather and faster.
All right. I would like to thank both my guests who have joined me on the broadcast. We appreciate you giving us your time.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.